How to communicate with spirit guides. First of all, is there such a thing as spirit guides? Yes, 100% there are. So I'm going to share with you how to communicate with them. This topic comes as a result of my good friend David James reaching out to me and asking me this question, so that's why I'm making this video directly for you, anyone else that can help. So if you have questions about spirituality and topics that you want me to talk about, feel free to comment down below, and I will literally make the video next day. So first of all, I want to make a big distinction here is that you really don't necessarily communicate with spirit guides. Most of the time, spirit guides communicate to you. They talk to you. Why is that? Well, because they're in a realm that is above or beyond your reach. So you can't talk to them like you can talk to me, for example. Hey, Billy, maybe we should go cook some bread or something. You can't really do that unless you have some extreme power and mastery. But you can do it to a small extent, and I'm going to get to that at a later date of this video. So you have to generally understand that they communicate to you. Mostly they talk to you, or they talk to us. And why is that? Well, they have a kind of vested interest in helping us out and helping us to evolve. They're kind of like a teacher or a mentor, a lot of them. So just like I'm a teacher or mentor to you, and this gives me a lot more, this gives me life, simply me talking and sharing these ideas with you. It tremendously helped my life, so thank you so much for watching. Similarly, these beings that are beyond our reach, they also have a vested interest in helping you to grow, because that also helps them grow and evolve. Spirit guides are of various natures. They could be man, woman, they could be animals, cats, dogs, whatever other pets that you have, and they could be some things that you don't even understand or know what they are. But generally speaking, there are human beings that just have been here on Earth, and when they go out, they have access to talking to you. Now, how do you receive their messages? Okay, that's the whole point of this video. Well, you have to become receptive to life. How do you become receptive to life? Well, you break down the barriers of your individual nature. You shed your boundaries, your defenses. Now, someone might think, oh, I thought defenses were good. I thought you need boundaries. Well, yes, internally you need personal boundaries, whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you have built walls around yourself to not feel life, because maybe some point in your history life hurt and you kind of built a wall. And so now you can't feel that part of yourself. So the best way to do that is to simply demolish yourself. Okay, go watch my video on how to destroy your life. I'm going to link that video in the bottom of this description here. After you watch this video, you watch that video next. Okay, so that's how you do it. You destroy yourself, you demolish yourself. Once you are pure, once you are without any boundaries, once you are like translucent or clear, any kind of being anywhere in the universe, if he has a message for you, it'll be effortless and very easy for you to perceive that, as it is currently for me. Now, I'd like to share with you a personal story here, is that I used to work for this guy in Toronto in the flea market, and he was very psychic and perceptive. He could actually see these beings walking around physically, which I can't necessarily, or it would take me a lot of kind of meditative experience. For maybe an hour I can meditate and I can sink it down to their level and start to perceive them. But that's not necessary for me. I don't need to do that. That's just entertainment. So yet he was born with this gift, and he could see them physically, and I could see that he could see them physically, and that was phenomenal. Through some very brief glimpses I could see, okay, this guy actually sees these beings. And people that were coming to his shop, he would tell them things like phenomenal things about their life, because these beings are communicating to him, and they're just telling him, yeah, this girl is like, cheating on his wife, or this cheating on his husband, or she's, doing something in her job, blah, blah, blah. And he would give very personalized advice, and people would come to him from all over the world, literally, just to hear him speak. So I asked him this one time, hey, what about my spirit guides? Do you see anything about them? What can you tell me? And he said, well, you've banished your spirit guides. You pushed them away. And I felt such a relief in my heart. And the answer was true. Yes, correct. Okay, I don't want any of them around me. I don't like their feeling. I don't like how they feel. It's like weird. It's like, okay, get away from me, please. I'm my own spirit guide. I'm wise enough to perceive the nature of reality and make my own choices and decisions. I don't need some higher little creature to tell me, hey, this is what you got to do, or this is what you don't got to do. Okay, sometimes that happens, you know, like once a week I would get an intuitive message, like a feeling would just come into me. That's how I know, that's how you judge this, okay? It's based on feelings. This is the next point of this video, okay? I want to make it clear that the way that you communicate with your spirit guides, or the way that you perceive their messages, is through feelings. You feel a certain thing, okay? That's the most important part. Other parts is you get a very clear mental image. So this is not your own nonsense. This is not you kind of manifesting your feelings or making some imagination in your mind. It's not like that. It will feel like it's an external thing. And so I'll get an external feeling like, oh my God, yes, this is where I need to go, or this is what I need to do. And then I go do that, and it's almost always favorable and to my advantage. So yeah, I've pushed these beings away, and I still haven't kind of gotten used to them. I don't interact with them at all. I find them very uncomfortable. You know, sometimes, this was back when I was, you know, smoking weed. I would literally like walk through them, walk around them, because when you smoke the substance, your perception opens up to a very deepened state. And I could see them like around me, and I'm sitting on my couch, and they're just like walking around me. It's like, Jesus, like, get away from me, please. I couldn't deal with them. I still don't know how to deal with them. And I saw that there were all kinds of natures that they have, and sometimes they're, you know, some spirit guides, in quotes, some beings that are around you that are trying to help you or benefit you, are animals, you know, like cats. I saw a cat that I have a cat. I'm like, okay, great. So, you know, most of the time this is just circus. You don't go looking and peering into them like, hey, hello, how are you? You don't do that, okay? That's a waste of your time, and also potentially can be dangerous. The reason why you don't do that is because, you know, for the same reason you don't go, whatever level that you are at, you don't go into like a nightclub and go into the back rooms where the powerful men are and be like, hello, hi, can I have some advice from you guys? You're gonna get advice very quickly by, you know, the bouncers throwing you out of the nightclub. So generally speaking, you don't want to peer through the higher dimensions of life, because again, that can be very, very dangerous. What you want to do is make yourself powerful enough so that other beings come towards you, and, you know, from higher dimensions, and want to assist you, want to aid you. So that can happen. That very easily and effortlessly happens. And if you're a human being, that always happens to you, when you understand this, that you're always receiving these messages, yet you're blind to it, you're delusional by it, or whatever, you don't believe in ghosts or spirits. Okay, good. If you don't believe, that's fantastic. You shouldn't believe anything. I don't have any beliefs, or like very, very few beliefs, very minor beliefs. So yeah, these things exist, you know. For example, Shiva came into my life. Shiva. I didn't go searching for him like, hey, hello, can you help me? No, he just came and, you know, smashed me and demolished me. You know, I'm very fortunate and grateful to say that, and to know him, and to have aligned myself with him. Okay, so he's like my very good friend. So I'll make a separate video on who Shiva is and that whole topic. So if you want to get your messages across to them, let's say, for example, maybe you want some help, or maybe you're seeking some guidance. Look, you don't have to. They already know, okay? But it would just be wise for you to simply talk. Like, for example, if this camera was in here and I was totally alone, I'd be like, hey, God, or hey, spirits, I'm not really sure what to do, where to go next. Maybe you can help me to prepare for what is coming next. You just share with me what I need to do. That's it. Simple. And if you do this genuinely with emotion, they will feel you, they will hear you. They're all over the place, they're around you all the time. It's not like they're, you know, taking a coffee break and they're not going to hear you. No, they're around. And that's how you get your messages across, and then you feel, and then you just perceive. Now again, the topic of the discussion here leads to the boundaries, to your own individual boundaries, and who you think you are, and all the nonsense that you've gathered. So you need to be smashed and demolished, okay, spiritually speaking. You need your life to go up in flames. Now, when I say this, I'm sure some of you are going to be very afraid, like 90% of you. When I say this to myself, like, yeah, please, let's do it, okay? I'm happy and healthy towards going towards destruction, because I know destruction of any kind is going to lead to my growth and advancement in life for my future. So destruction doesn't mean, you know, the physical kind. I want to live in a healthy and a stable body. It doesn't mean like that. But destruction, even right now, you know, there's some aspects of me that need destruction, and they're currently being destroyed through me changing my diet, through me eating a fruit-only diet. You know, I've been eating a fruit-only diet for the last like 5 days now. It's fantastic. I'm seeing that my organs are so badly damaged from the pizza that I've eaten, you know, for all these years, and all this other stuff. So I'm just purifying and cleansing myself. This is what the purification process looks like. Now, let's talk about my mom, shall we? My mom is very perceptive in this way. You know, when I was smoking the Jaja, I could see, like, one day I was just looking at her and I could see that her pineal gland, or her third eye, is so open and active. It's like huge purple area here, and it's like just receiving light and information all the time. She's like that, so she's very powerful here in the center, in the perception center. And she has much more powerful experiences with the past, so to speak, or people that are beyond the physical realm than I do. She has various dreams and insights and intuitions, and they talk to her, you know, regularly, like, hey, this is what you got to do, and she writes it down, and those things come to fruition. So she's very kind of rewarded in that way. And let's talk about Sadhguru. Okay, I'm going to tag Sadhguru in this video, at Sadhguru. How do you access Sadhguru's help? Okay, he's a very powerful and wise master and individual. Okay, well, before that, I'm gonna choose to share something else with you, and then I'm gonna talk about Sadhguru. You know, you can also access human beings' help. It's very easy to do, actually, very simple. Just like there are other dimensional beings that are beyond this physical dimension, you can talk to them and kind of ask their guidance. You can also ask human beings for help. Why? Because human beings have an energy body, and they're beyond time, at least some people. Now, virtually all of them, all human beings are beyond time, meaning you can access them from wherever they are. So, let's say, for example, my mom's energy is in my field constantly, almost all the time. Why? Simply because she cares about me, and, you know, I'm 28 years old, even though I still haven't detached from myself. I'm still attached to my mom, which is a very sad thing to say. So, it's like, you know, I've left her nest, yet still some part of me is like, hey, maybe I should go back and, like, lay comfortably in my bed and sleep, and, you know, be taken care of for the rest of my life, and eat and do all that stuff. But obviously I can't do that, you know, man, and I have to go on my own way. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm choosing to record these videos every day, and I shall record every day. So her energy field is coming in contact with me, or whatever she's thinking, you know, back home, she's thinking like, oh, how is my son doing? How is Yuri doing? And her energy comes in contact with me, and she kind of feels intuitively where I am, or what emotional state I'm in, and she feels like, okay, this guy's okay, and her energy goes back, and she sits comfortably and safely, and I was like, okay. Yet sometimes she tells me, oh, wow, you know, today I felt like you were very angry, agitated, or something else, or something was bothering you. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Why? Simply because her energy is coming in contact with me. Her mind is going out and touching me, and then going back and revealing to her the information. Okay, this person is this kind of feeling. He's feeling this way. So that's how it is. Now, leaving my mom aside, let's talk about Sadhguru now. Now, you can do the same thing with Sadhguru, and Sadhguru is doing virtually the same thing to all of you. If you have any kind of contact with me, and you don't know about Sadhguru, well, congratulations, you will, very soon, very shortly. And if you're already a follower or disciple of Sadhguru, then this is happening to you all the time, okay? You are getting emotional support and energetic assistance from this man. Undoubtedly, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not even. Talking to you, Carlos. And you can ask Sadhguru for help. So I'm going to make a separate topic now of this video. This is how to access Sadhguru for help. Okay, here we go. Well, how do you access Sadhguru for help? First of all, you should have pictures of Sadhguru all around your place, all around your house. As I did, back in Toronto, I still currently do. I have so many pictures of Sadhguru. I don't have any more pictures of anyone else or any artwork, nothing. Sadhguru, Sadhguru only. The Dhanalinga, all of his consecrated statues that he's created, and most importantly, Sadhguru. Now, there is one of the most powerful pictures of Sadhguru, and it's a humongous picture with Sadhguru just behind a banyan tree, and he's like this, or like this. Okay, I just mirrored that very well. That is by far the most powerful, most profound picture of Sadhguru that you can ever find on earth. There are other potent ones, yes, no doubt. Yet that one is the easiest way to access him. And he's chosen that picture for himself, very specifically, and it's positioned all throughout the ashrams in India and the yoga centers that he's operating. Why? Simply because it's so available to access him through that picture. So I would strongly suggest that you should go and invest in that picture. And if you have that picture, to spend more time looking at it and investigating it, because that man is going to reward you very well, okay? So how else should you access Sadhguru's help? Well, you call upon Sadhguru, just like as I mentioned in the previous videos, the previous minutes of this video here. If you take your attention onto him and touch his energy body, touch his subtle energy body, without you even logically considering anything, I have these problems, I have bills to pay, finances, nonsense. It's not like that. It's not about logical stuff. You have to emotionally and energetically come in contact with him. Why? Because he will share your energy with you. When he shares your energy with you, your whole life will, again, be utterly and completely destroyed and go into flames. I know this sounds bad, okay? I know this sounds negative. Maybe this sounds like, I can't handle this, it's too powerful. But people are doing this in baby steps, Every one of you that is a disciple of Sadhguru, I want you to understand that your life is like sliding down a hill. And how fast you go down the hill is dependent entirely upon you. You can take baby steps, okay, is it safe? Or, oh wow, it is safe. And then you kind of, I don't know what's down there. And then you go a little bit more, and then you take a step back, and it's like a teeter-totter. The first instinct that I discovered, oh my God, I can actually go all the way down with this, and it's completely safe. My life just went into ruins, straight down. Okay, and I'm very proud of that. Okay, I totally demolished my old aspects of myself. Whoever I was, gone, vanished, and still is being uprooted and uplifted. My emotional energy, the stagnant emotional energy, is inside of my organs, inside of my blood. So I'm fasting, I'm not eating so much today, and that stuff is purging out of me, and I'm becoming clean. That's another way you access Sadhguru's help, is to emotionally connect with him through simply focusing your attention on him. You watch his YouTube videos. It's a fantastic way to access his help and to connect with him. You watch his Sadhguru exclusive videos, which are even more powerful, and wow, it's so rewarding to watch them, because it's a paid program, and if you pay something, you exchange your money in something that's hard earned, and you get these very valuable ideas, things that you cannot find on YouTube. You're going to be rewarded. Your life is going to be rewarded in so many magical and mystical ways. You have no idea, okay? It's one of the most fantastic spiritual mystical libraries on earth. I don't think there's anything more advanced than what he's sharing, okay? Not from any spiritual master, not any guru, not any book, not anywhere on the planet can you sit and find a master talking like this and simply sharing his ideas, the deepest mystical sciences of life, just like that, Yeah, here, this is the nature of creation. This is how many universes there have been. This is how you power yourself up. Whatever. It's phenomenal. If you have any kind of spiritual inclination, this is what you should do. This is what you must do. If you have a Netflix membership or any kind of nonsense membership, you cancel that, you go to Sadhguru Exclusive, and you force yourself to watch those videos. I guarantee you, the moment that you start watching one or two, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be like on crack, you know? It's so addictive. Why? Because it's so much value. It's every single video there is probably 10 times more valuable than any Sadhguru video on YouTube. Because the Sadhguru's videos on YouTube is like little one or two little, like, you know, it's like little a little tasting. Hey, you want a little tasting? Yeah. Here's some logical things, how to be healthy. There it's full on, everything he knows, the mystical sciences of life. Okay, so you should and you must go and access that channel. It's phenomenal, fantastic. You can't benefit your life more than by doing this. So go gift this to yourself. Okay, it's Christmas time. You go gift this to yourself. Good. So how else do you access Sadhguru's help? Well, I should mention this in this as the video is concluding to an end here, that in 2019 I went to see Sadhguru in real life. He was doing an inner engineering course, and I saw him for 2 days, and it was a fantastic experience. I literally saw that he was enlightened for the first time. I saw an enlightened being. And then I remember driving back home in a bus, and I'm just sitting and looking up like this, looking at my pineal gland, looking at my perception center, and I could feel his energy imbibing into me. I could feel like I'm transforming and transmuting into him. I could feel his whole face overlaying on top of my face energetically. I could feel how he's feeling and his whole aura and how, you know, his overall quality of life. And this color, this kind of like earthy color, this brown color, is directly responsible or directly connected or linked with him or to him, because it's the easiest color to look at. It's the perception center. It's like the easiest color to rest your gaze upon. So that's how you do it also, you know, you channel his energy, you look at him, you pay attention to him, and you imbibe his essence into you. Now, the last step is that Sadhguru has actually come into my life, you know, into my own perception center, without, overusing this word too much. And he said certain things to me, or he's done certain things, or he's, changed me in some ways. So it wasn't me going and seeking his help. I was ready and intuitive enough to have that energy come in and perceive me. And then things happened, and I'm like, oh my God, wow, that was phenomenal, fantastic. So he's helped me immensely, just like that. It wasn't some logical thing, it wasn't my imagination, it was actually a physical, tangible thing. His energies came and worked upon me, and I changed, I upgraded. So that's also how it's done, when the student is ready, the master will appear. And when you reach a powerful enough state within yourself, then higher masters will evolve themselves to you. Okay, they will come to help you. You don't need to go seek them out. They will come towards you, just like I'm coming towards you now. Okay, so I found you, and I'm continuously seeing every day that new people are gonna come into my life. And in fact, I'm seeing today that some very smart and evolved man is going to come into my field and is going to continue watching my videos, just like I'm sure all of you are. Okay, very smart and evolved. And most importantly, someone that can truly aid me and assist me in life and be my ally, most importantly. Yes, I want allies, strong, powerful men, capable men, just as I am.